Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to ladies and gentlemen, the audience, and also doctors. We are from SGD B9 and we're going to talk about diet intermittent fasting. So the substances that we will talk about in this student project presentation is classified to three groups. The first one is introduction, the second one is the contents, and the third one is conclusion.
My name is Manvitasari, NIM 125, so I'll explain about the background of this student project. So according to data from the World Health Organization in 2016, more than 1.9 billion adults are overweight. Indonesia is one of the countries whose prevalence has increased significantly. The most significant increase occurred in the 2013 to 2018 period, namely 7% from 14.8% to 21.8%. Obesity can be caused by external factors such as lifestyle and predisposing internal factors such as individuals' genetic. However, based on research, genetic factors only explain a small part of the variation in body weight in the human population. Obesity is a major risk factor for all chronic non-communicable diseases such as diabetes mellitus, cardiovascular disease, and etc. Therefore, many are looking for ways to lose weight effectively. One of them is controlling the diet using the intermittent fasting diet method.
Okay, so my name is Ana Agung Rahpudana Anantadiva. Now I'm gonna tell you about formulation of problems about our student projects. So based on the background that has been explained, the problem in making this student project are what are the definition, types, and benefits of diet, and then what is the definition of the intermittent fasting diet, what is the method of the intermittent fasting diet, and what are the benefits and side effects of the intermittent fasting diet.
Hello doctor, my name is Ana Agung Ayurwetendra Putri NIM 174 and now I will explain about the purpose and the significance. So the purpose of this paper is used to provide an overview of intermittent fasting and how does it really affect the community in general. While the significance is for students and overall community to know about intermittent fasting regarding how it appears to promote weight loss to improvement in metabolic health. This paper includes the good and the bad of intermittent fasting to help readers find the best type of diet for their body.
My name is Saras, number 25. The definition of diet. Diet is a regulation of food consumption both in terms of quantity and type. Consuming a healthy diet helps us from malnutrition and various non-communicable diseases including diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and cancer. As the time changes, there are shifts in people's diet. Processed food production increase, lifestyle changes that have an impact on dietary changes. Today, people consume more foods high in energy, fat, free sugar, and salt or sodium. A healthy diet is a diet with the right amount of macronutrient consumption to support energy and physiological needs while still paying attention to the micronutrient needs in the body.
My name is Angela Faustin Chavez with the last three-digit number 091. Now I'll be explaining the types of diet. Diet comes in various ways depending on one's needs, with different components in the diet itself. It is mostly categorized by the fruits, vegetables, whole grains, dairy, nuts, seeds, legumes, meats, seafood, fats, sweets, alcohol, and another. However, the approach to the components for each diet are different based on the goals personally set by the dietitians for each individual. Because of the different needs for an individual, forms of diet plans become various.
Hello, my name is Dava, student number 146. I will explain about the forms of diet. There are 7 as you can see on the screen, but there are actually more. I will explain a few of them. Mediterranean diets is a diet that focuses on grains, fruits, and vegetables as its traditional dietary patterns of Euro-Mediterranean countries. As for conventional hypercaloric diets focuses on reducing the caloric intake by reducing intake of saturated fat and increasing fiber-rich foods intake such as fruits and vegetables. And by the name itself, low-fat diets, low-carbohydrate diets, and high-protein diet focuses on reducing fat intake, reducing carbohydrate intake, and increasing protein intake sequentially. Formula diets provide greater energy deficit than conventional hypercaloric diets, which comprise ready-to-ingest meals. As for intermittent diets, are based on intermittent restriction of food intake with shifts between periods and unrestricted feeding and reduced energy intake.
So benefit of diet includes maintaining a healthy body, maintain body weight and calorie intake. It also helps curing or preventing or managing various diseases and It also gives protective effects by increasing antioxidative defenses and reducing several inflammatory biomarkers, and it also helps the development of children and adolescents.
My name is Pierre, last 3 digits of student number 077. Next, we will discuss about diet intermittent fasting. So, diet intermittent fasting, or DIF, is the restriction of calorie intake from 0 calorie up to 25% of the calorie demand that based on time. It can last daily fasting for 16 hours or 2 days in a week, for full day fasting, but it never 2 days in a row. Or it can be normal diet interspersed with full day fasting on the next day. People usually use this diet to reduce risk of getting diseases caused by obesity, to reduce body weight, and to reduce inflammation.
Good morning, doctor. My name is Joseph Nga, episode number 250. So today I'll be describing the methods of diet intermittent fasting. The most common intermittent fasting includes the time-restricted fasting, where you fast 16 hours a day, the modified fasting, where you fast 2 days a week, and the eat stop eat, where you fast 24 hours once or twice a week. The more uncommon fasting will include the alternate day fasting, where you fast alternately and avoid fast food on fasting days. The warrior diet, where you eat very little in a 20-hour fasting window. For example, you eat raw fruits and vegetables. And the religious fasting, where you fast for religious purposes.
Okay, first, my name is Gabriela with student number 169. And I want to tell about benefit of intermittent diet fasting is lose weight. Intermittent fasting was proven to reduce fat mass and waist circumference. Compared to other diets, the reduction in body weight and fat mass was found to be higher on intermittent fasting diet. And the next, lower cholesterol levels. Intermittent fasting patterns will reduce body weight and fat mass, triglycerides, and LDL levels. Intermittent fasting also can reduce leptin concentration, which also plays a role in lowering cholesterol level and lowering the risk of metabolic disease. The other is control blood sugar in diabetes patients. Intermittent fasting has benefit of reducing HbA1c level in type 2 diabetes patient.
Hello, my name is Ferdinand Netanya with digit number 108. So the next benefit of intermittent diet fasting is reducing the risk of heart disease. Increase adiponectin concentration, decrease concentration of low-density lipoprotein level, and the presence of glycemic control resulting from the intermittent fasting pattern give the cardioprotective effect of the intermittent fasting diet. This effect can protect the myocardial muscle from inflammation and cellular damage, which is generally caused by ischemia due to plaque build-up in the coronary arteries. And the last benefit is lower blood pressure. The intermittent fasting diet has also been shown to lower blood pressure and prevent hypertension. The increase of parasympathetic activity in the brain will increase the expression of norepinephrine in the kidney and increase the sensitivity of ANP and insulin. In addition, parasympathetic activity will lower the pulse. However, the effect cannot be sustained after the diet is stopped.
My name is Kamadini Sandimi Paramita, NIM number 98, and I will tell you about the side effect of diet intermittent fasting. Several studies have shown that this diet affects a small proportion of dieters, in less than 15%, who are reported with negative side effects such as irritability, underpowering, hunger, and feeling cold. Intermittent fasting also allows the occurrence of instant weight gain, low energy reserve to cause mood disorders, sleep disorders, and impaired organ function if in an extreme diet state. Intermittent fasting should not be used in certain groups of people, such as people with heart problems or high blood pressure, and people with other disorders and blood sugar imbalance. It is also not allowed in people with high caloric needs, such as children, pregnant women, underweight people, and people who have eating disorders, because it directly reduces the necessary nutrients. Intermittent fasting is also associated with an increased risk of arrhythmia, cardiovascular disease, and stroke in the elderly, and also leading to the occurrence of falls and fracture due to osteoporosis.
My name is Sarah Alvina with pin number 073, and now I'm going to conclude what my friends have talked about. So first, diet regulates person's intake of food to improve one's physical condition. And there are many types of diet, with intermittent diet being one of the examples. And there are many methods in intermittent fasting diet itself, such as the 12-hour fast, 16-8 method or the Langen's diet, the 5-2 diet, eat stop eat diet, warrior diet, and the alternate day fasting diet. And in intermittent fasting, there are also lots of benefits, but there are also side effects as well. So we have to be very careful in choosing the right diet and not overdoing it. That's all for our presentation. Thank you for listening.